Hello students. Today in this video, we are going to discuss the third chapter of accountancy of class 12th, reconstitution of partnership firm, admission of a partner. Today in this video, we are going to discuss the topic goodwill. Now what is goodwill? Goodwill is basically regarded as an intangible asset, means this is the asset which cannot be seen, touch, but we can feel it. In other words, goodwill is the value of the reputation of a firm in respect of the profit expected in future over and above the normal profits. Or in other words, you can say goodwill is the value of the reputation of a firm in respect of the profit expected in future over and above the normal profits. It means if the business is earning profit more than the normal profit, or in other words, you could say super profit as compared to his competitors, then you can say that the business has reputation, good name or goodwill in the market. Means if a business is earning super profit as compared to or in comparison to its competitors, then you can say that particular business has goodwill. So in accounting terms, you can say that the advantage of good name, reputation and wide business connections, that addition to the business is known to its goodwill. Now, in simple words, you can say the present value of a firm's anticipated excess earning is goodwill, or as the capitalized value attached to the differential profit capacity of a business. Thus, goodwill exists only when the firm earns super profit. Any firm that earns normal profit or is incurring losses has no goodwill. It means if your business is earning normal profit or it's incurring loss, then you cannot say that that business has goodwill. A business will have goodwill only when the business is earning more than the normal profits, or you could say super profits. So this excess earning is known to be the goodwill of that particular firm. Now, factors affecting the value of goodwill. Now, the factors that affect the value of goodwill. First, nature of business. A firm that produces high value added products or having a stable demand is able to earn more profits and therefore has more goodwill. It means if the firm has high value added products and having a stable demand in the market, and that stable demand in the market helps that firm to earn more profits, then you can say that particular business has more goodwill. So it is the nature of the business. If the products are demanded in the market, if very high demand is of the product is there in the market, business is earning more profit, then you can say the goodwill is there. So the first factor is nature of business. Second is location. If the business is centrally located or it is at a place having heavy customer traffic, the goodwill tends to be high. Yes, a business which is located at a place where large crowd is there or every time there is rush in the market, then you can say that particular business has more goodwill. Then efficiency of management. A well-managed concern usually enjoys the advantage of high productivity and cost efficiency. This leads to higher profits and so the value of goodwill will also be high. Yeah, a well-managed concern is going to increase its productivity. There will be less wastage of resources and efforts, and that kind of business is going to earn more and more profit. So the efficiency of management also leads to build up the goodwill of the firm, because good management means good profit or more profit, and more profit means reputation in the market. So even the efficiency of management also leads to the build up of the goodwill of the firm. Then market situation, number 4. If the market condition is favorable for the business, like if the business is enjoying monopoly or less competition is there in the market, then that kind of business can earn large profits or huge profits or high profits, you could say. And that high profits will lead to the higher value of goodwill. Then there can be factors like special advantages, and these advantages can be easily you got the import license, low rate and assured supply of electricity, means the business is getting the assurance of supply of electricity all the time, long term contracts for supply of materials, that you are getting a long term contract for supply of materials, well known collaborators, easily you got the patents, trademarks, and so on. So even these kind of factors or special advantages will also lead to the higher value of goodwill. So these are the different factors that can affect the value of goodwill, and these questions can be asked in short in board examination. So you have to remember the factors affecting the value of goodwill. Now the next topic, need for valuation of goodwill. Normally the need for valuation of goodwill arises at the time of sale of business. So if we talk about other business other than partnership, whenever business is going to be sold out, then at that moment of time you need to value the goodwill of the firm. But in case of or in context of partnership firm, it may also arise in the following circumstances. So when we talk about partnership form of business, the valuation of goodwill is being required under the following circumstances. Number 1, change in profit sharing ratio amongst the existing partners. As we have already discussed about this point, that whenever any change or reconstitution of partnership firm takes place between the existing partners, or there is change in profit sharing ratio among the existing partner, then at that moment of time we need the valuation of goodwill. Why? It may happen that the old partners, those who have decided to change their profit sharing ratio, in that circumstances it may happen that any of the partner may gain or the other may sacrifice. So the person or the partner who is going to sacrifice, clear, he will be given the advantage of goodwill, because that particular partner is going to sacrifice his share in favor of the gaining partners. So the gaining partners are going to compensate to that particular partner in the way of valuation of goodwill. Second is admission of a new partner. Yes, whenever a new partner is being admitted to a firm, the old partners are going to sacrifice their share, as we have already studied in sacrificing ratio, clear. Then the old partners are going to sacrifice their share in favor of the new partner. So this new partner is going to bring additional amount for goodwill. So the need for valuation of goodwill will arise to compensate the sacrificed partners. Retirement of a partner. Even in case of retirement of a partner, the person who is going to retire is going to sacrifice his share to the remaining partners, or you could say the remaining partner are going to gain the share of the retiring partner. So the need of valuation of goodwill will arise. Death of a partner. If any of the partner dies, then in that circumstances also you need to value the goodwill, because the deceased partner is going to sacrifice his share in favor of the remaining partners. Dissolution of firm involving sale of business as a going concern. If dissolution of firm will take place, even at that moment of time you required a valuation of goodwill if the business is going to be sold out. Amalgamation of partnership firm. Even if two partnership firms amalgamate with each other, then in that moment also you required a valuation of goodwill. So basically we are going to study right from point 1 to point 5, as amalgamation of partnership firm is not in your syllabus. So we are going to just discuss the first point: change in profit sharing ratio among the existing partners, admission of a new partner, retirement of a partner, death of a partner, and dissolution of partnership firm. Now the question arises how you are going to value the goodwill. So there are different methods for the valuation of goodwill. To calculate your profit on the basis of, or sorry, on the goodwill on the basis of your average profit. So how you are going to calculate your goodwill with the help of this? Clear? So the formula for calculating your goodwill with the help of your average profit method is goodwill is equals to average profit into years purchase. Now how you are going to calculate your average profit now? So to calculate your average profit, the formula that you are going to use is average profit is equals to sum total of profits clear, sum total of profits of n number of years divided by number of years, number of years. Now as per this question, you have been given that calculate goodwill of the firm on the basis of 4 years purchase of 5 years average profits. So what you have to do? You have to calculate the average profit of 5 years. Now as per this question, what you have to do? You have to add the total, or you have to make the total of profits of 5 years. So the profit for 5 years are, for 2013 is 4 lakh, add 4 lakh with 2014's profit 3,98,000, then with the profit of 2015 4,50,000, then with the profit of 2016 4,45,000, and with the profit of year 2017, that is 5 lakh. So what we are going to do? We are going to make the sum total of these values: 4 lakh plus 3,98,000 plus 4,50,000 plus 4,45,000 and 5 lakh. So that is going to give the total of the profits to you, and it's coming 21 lakh 93,000. So here you got the sum total of the n number of years profit. Then to calculate the average profit, you will divide it by the number of years. So it has been given in your question, the number of years is 5. So you will divide 21,93,000 by 5 and you will get the average profit, and it's coming 4,38,600. So you got your average profit. Then what you will do? You will apply the formula for goodwill. As I've told you, the formula for goodwill is average profits into number of years purchase. This number of years purchase will be given the question, as in this question it has been given on the basis of 4 years purchase of 5 years average profit. So it is been clearly mentioned the question that it has to be calculated on 4 years purchase. So goodwill will be the average profit 4,38,600 into 4. So it's coming 17,54,400 rupees. So this is the goodwill of the whole firm. So with the help of this formula, you are going to calculate the goodwill of the whole firm, and it's coming 17,54,400. Clear? So the above calculation of goodwill is based on the assumption that no change in the overall situation of profits is expected in the future. Means it has been assumed that the overall situation of profit is not going to change in future. Clear? And basically the formula that we have used is based on simple average profit. Now here you have been given with another example. The profits of the firm for the 5 years are as follows: 12-13 20,000, 13-14 24,000, 14-15 30,000, 15-16 25,000, 16-17 18,000. Calculate the value of goodwill on the basis of 3 years purchase of weighted average profit based on weights 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 respectively. So how you are going to calculate your goodwill with the help of the weighted average profit method? So here what we are going to do, we are going to consider the weight that has been given in the question. Now what we will do, first we will write the years, then we are going to write the profits that has been given for those particular years, then the weights that has been assigned to them. Like here for 2012-13 the weight has been given as 1, or for the profit of 20,000 the weight has been given 1, for 24,000 the weight has been given 2, for 30,000 you have been given weight 3, for 25 4 and 5 respectively. Then what you have to do, now you have to make the product. Now how you are going to get your product? Product is equals to profit multiplied by weight. So what you are going to do, to calculate or to get your product, you have to multiply your profit with your weight. So as in the case of 1, 20,000 into 1 that is 20,000, second 24,000 into 2 48,000, third 30 into 3 90,000, 25,000 into 4 1 lakh, 18 into 5 90,000. So this is how you are going to get your product. Now sum total it. At 20,000, 48,000, 90,000, 1 lakh and 90,000. In total the sum total of product is 3,48,000. The same way you have to make the sum total of the weights. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, it's giving you 15. Now you got your product 3,48,000, you got your sum total of weight. Now the formula that you are going to use now is weighted goodwill is equals to weighted average profit into number of years purchase. What the formula for goodwill? Goodwill is equals to weighted average profit into or multiplied by number of years purchase. Weighted average profit will be calculated how? Weighted average profit is equals to product, your sum total of product. How you are going to calculate it? Sum total of products sigma w, or sum total of weights. Clear? Now here, as per calculation, the total of product is 3,48,000 and the sum total of weights is 15. So you will divide 3,48,000 by 15, you will get your weighted average profit. And as per the calculation, it's coming 23,200. Now you got your weighted average profit. Now what do you have to do? We have to multiply it by number of years purchase. You will get your firm's goodwill. So firm's goodwill will be 23,200 into 3, that is 69,600. So this is how you are going to calculate your goodwill with the help of weighted average profit method. Clear? So average profit method has two sub methods. One, simple average profit method, and second, weighted average profit method. The next is your super profit method. The basic assumption in the average profit method of calculating goodwill is that if a business is set up, it will not able to earn any profit during the first few years of its operation. Hence, the person who purchases an existing business has to pay in the form of goodwill a sum equal to the total profits he is likely to receive for the first few years. But it is contended that the buyer's real benefit does not lie in total profits. It is limited to such amounts of profits which are in excess of the normal return on capital employed in similar business. Therefore, it is desirable to value goodwill on the basis of the excess profits and not the actual profits. The excess of actual profits over the normal profits is termed as super profits. Now, when we have studied about the average profit method is based on the assumption that in the initial stage, the business is not going to earn that much profit, and that calculation has been made on the basis of that. But super profit method has the assumption, or is based on the assumption, that normally if a business is earning profit, there is no matter of goodwill. The matter of goodwill will be only when the business is earning more profit than the normal profits. So it is desirable to value goodwill on the basis of excess profits and not the actual profits. So the excess of actual profits over the normal profit is termed as super profit. So means if a business is earning more than the normal profits, like for example, in due course, if a business is earning 1 lakh as profit and every business in the same field is earning 1 lakh rupees, so that will not called to be as goodwill. Yes, if similar kind of business are earning 1 lakh and you are earning 1,50,000, so the excess that you are earning, that is 50,000, will be called to be the super profit. So this method is based on this assumption that the excess of actual profits over the normal profit is termed to be as super profits. Now, how you are going to calculate your normal profit? The formula for calculating your normal profit is capital employed into normal rate of return upon 100. It means what? What capital that you have contributed and what normal rate of return is being there on that particular capital. So when you multiply it with capital employed, you are going to get your normal profit. Now we can understand it with the help of example. Suppose an existing firm earns rupees 18,000 on the capital of rupees 1,50,000 and the normal rate of return is 10%. Now it has been given that a firm earns 18,000 on the capital of rupees 1,50,000. So by employing or by making the investment of rupees 1,50,000, this business has earned a profit of 18,000. And normally the rate of return in this kind of business is 10%. So this is the information with the help of which we can calculate our super profit. Now, how? First, we are going to calculate our normal profit. Normal profit is what? Capital employed into normal rate of return upon 100. So in this situation, we have been given with what? We have been given with a capital, that is 1,50,000, and the normal rate of return is 10%. So by applying the formula, normal profit is equals to capital employed, that is 1,50,000, into normal rate is 10% divided by 100. So it's coming 15,000. So 15,000 is the normal profit that anyone, means any business, can earn if it engages in this kind of business, or any firm can earn minimum 15,000 if it involves in this kind of business. But the business actually earned 18,000. So this is the normal profit. This is what? Normal profit. And the actual profit is 18,000. So with the help of these information, we can calculate a super profit. Now we can calculate what? A super profit. How? As I've told you, super profit is equals to actual profit that the business has earned minus normally the business used to earn that profit. So super profit is equals to actual profit minus normal profit. So in this case, the actual profit that has been earned by the business is 18,000, and the normal profit that the business is going to earn is 15,000. So the excess of actual profit over the normal profit known to be a super profit, and it's coming rupees 3,000. So this is how we are going to calculate our super profit. That is actual profit minus normal profit. So 3,000 is the super profit that has been earned by this kind of business. Now it will be given in the question for how many number of years purchase it has to be calculated. Clear? So we'll do it like that. Like in this question, it has been given for 5 years. So goodwill will be, the formula for goodwill will be, super profit into number of years purchase. So in this case, super profit is 3,000 and number of years purchase is 5. So the goodwill for the whole firm will be 15,000. So this is how you are going to calculate your goodwill with the help of super profit method. The next is capitalization method. Under this method, the goodwill can be calculated in two ways. Number one, by capitalizing the average profit, or by capitalizing the super profit. First, capitalization of average profits. Under this method, the value of goodwill is ascertained by deducting the actual capital employed, net assets, in the business from the capitalized value of the average profit on the basis of the normal rate of return. Means, while calculating a goodwill with the help of capitalization of average profit, clear? What you will do? The goodwill will be calculated by deducting the actual capital employed. Means what? Actual capital that has been employed by the business from the capitalized value of the average profit on the basis of normal rate of return. So this method involves the following steps. Number one, you have to ascertain the average profit based on the past few years performance. So the first thing that has to be done, will be to ascertain the average profit. You have to calculate the average profit, and that will be based on the past few years performance. Second thing that has to be done, you have to capitalize the average profit on the basis of the normal rate of return to the business to ascertain the capitalized value of average profit, and that will be as follows. Average profits into 100 upon normal rate of return. So this is the formula that you are going to calculate, or that you are going to use to calculate your capitalized value of average profit, or you could say capitalized value of average profit. Clear? And the formula is average profit into 100 upon normal rate of return. So with the help of this, you are going to calculate the capitalized value. Then the third step that you are going to do is ascertain the actual capital employed, and that can be done by using the formula. If you will deduct your total outside liabilities from the total assets of the firm, excluding goodwill, you will get your capital employed. The formula for calculating your capital employed is total assets excluding goodwill minus outside liabilities. Then to calculate the value of goodwill, what you will do? You will deduct the net assets from the capitalized value of average profit. That is, step number 3 will be deducted from step 2. So by doing so, you will get your goodwill by capitalization of average profit. Now, to understand this concept, let's take this example. A business has earned average profits of rupees 1 lakh during the last few years. So here you have been given with average profit of rupees 1 lakh, and the normal rate of return in similar business is 10%. So if anyone engaged in this kind of business, normally that individual is going to earn 10% in that business. Ascertain the value of goodwill by capitalization average profit method. Given that the value of net assets of the business is rupees 8,20,000. So step by step we are going to solve this question. Now the capitalized value of average profit. The first thing that we have to calculate is capitalized value of average profit. As we have already discussed, the formula for this will be your capital employed, that is 1 lakh, into 100 upon normal rate of return. Clear? So the formula that you are going to use is to calculate the capitalized value of average profit is capital employed into 100 upon normal rate of return. Normal rate of return. So in this question, the capital implies 1 lakh and the normal rate of return is 10. So with the help of this, we are going to get the capitalized value. It's coming 10 lakh rupees. Then you have been given with the capital employed. Now to calculate a goodwill, the formula is capitalized value of average profit minus net assets, and the net assets of the business is 8,20,000. It has been given in the question. So it's coming 1,80,000. So the goodwill of the firm will be rupees 1,80,000. So this is how you are going to calculate your goodwill with the help of capitalization of average profit. Now the second method is capitalization of super profits. Now with the help of capitalization of super profits, how you are going to calculate your goodwill? Goodwill can also be ascertained by capitalizing the super profits directly. Under this method, there is no need to work out the capitalized value of average profit. It involves the following steps. First, calculate capital employed of the firm, which is equal to the total assets minus outside liabilities. So the first thing that has to be done is calculate capital employed. As we have already discussed, capital employed is equals to total assets excluding goodwill minus total outside liabilities. Calculate normal profits on capital employed. As we have already studied how to calculate normal profit on capital employed, the formula is normal profit is equals to capital employed into normal rate of return. Then calculate average profit for past years as specified, as it will be given in the question. According to that, we are going to calculate our average profits. Then calculate super profit. As we have already studied, super profit is equals to, what is super profit? Super profit is what actually the business has earned minus normally what the business used to earn. Means actually whatever you have earned, out of that deduct normal the business used to earn. Then multiply the super profit by the required rate of return. Multiply, that is goodwill is equals to super profits into 100 upon normal rate of return. Now how you are going to calculate? Let's take the example. The goodwill of a firm is to be worked out at 3 years purchase of the average profits of the last 5 years, which are as follows. In 2012, 10,000 profit. In 2013, 15,000 profit. 2014, 4,000 rupees profit. 2015, as it has been given in bracket, so it means a loss. This is the important thing that you have to consider. If any amount has been given under bracket, it means loss, negative balance, because in accountancy we don't use negative balance, or we don't use negative sign, we use bracket instead of minus sign. So bracket 5,000 means it's a loss, and in 2016 it's going 6,000. So if you have to calculate your average profit and in any of the year it is being loss, it is loss, then while making the sum total, we have to deduct the loss from the sum total of the profits, and the year will be considered while making the total of the years. Like in this case, the average profit will be 10,000 plus 15,000 plus 4,000 minus 5,000 plus 6,000 divided by 5. So this is how we are going to calculate the average profit. Clear? The second information that has been given here is the capital employed of the firm is rupees 1 lakh and the normal rate of return is 8%. The average profit for last 5 years are 12,000 and goodwill is to be worked out at 3 years purchase of the super profit. Rama Brothers earns an average profit of 30,000 with a capital of 2 lakh. The normal rate of return in the business is 10%. So normally in this kind of business, clear, the normal rate of return is 10%. Using capitalization of super profit method, work out the goodwill of the firm. So with the help of this information, we are going to calculate the value of goodwill. Now, as I have told you, to calculate your average profit, what we have to do? We have to add the profits of the year 2012, 13, 14, 15 and 16. And 10,000 plus 15,000 plus 4,000 plus 6,000 minus 5,000. Why minus 5,000? Because in year 2015 it is a loss. It was loss. So we have to deduct 5,000 out of the total of the others profit. So it's coming 30,000. So 30,000 will be divided by 5 and you will get your average profit. Now, this is how you are going to get your average profit, and it's coming 6,000 rupees. Now, if we have to calculate our goodwill with the help of average profit, and it's been said the goodwill of a firm is to be worked out at 3 years purchase of the average profit. It has been given in the question that worked out at 3 years purchase of the average profits. So we got our average profit as 6,000, and for goodwill your formula will be average profit into number of years purchase. So in this case, average profit is 6,000 and number of years purchase is 3. So 6,000 into 3, it will be 18,000 will be your goodwill of the firm. Then second, the capital employed of the firm is rupees 1 lakh and the normal rate of return is 8%. 8%. The average profit for last 5 years are 12,000 and goodwill is to be worked out at 3 years purchase of super profit. Now, as per the question, you have been given the capital employed 1 lakh, normal rate of return is 8. So, your normal profit will be capital employed into normal rate of return. So, the normal rate of return will be, or normal profit will be 8,000. Clear? So, you will get rupees 8,000. So, 8,000 is your normal profit, and the average profit that has been given in the question is 12,000. Clear? So super profit is equals to actual profit, clear, minus normal profit. As actual profit is not been given, so we can assume or we can take average profit as actual profit. So average profit or actual profit. So actual profit or average profit minus normal profit. So in this case, the average profit is 12,000 and normally the business earning 8,000. So the remaining 4,000 or the balance 4,000 will be your super profit. So you got the super profit. So super profit into number of years purchase, and it has been given in the question 3 years purchase of super profit. So goodwill is equals to super profit into normal number of years purchase. So 4,000 into 3, it's coming 12,000. So the goodwill of the firm will be 12,000 rupees. Now the last part of this question is Rama Brothers earns an average profit of rupees 30,000 with a capital of 2 lakh. So by making an investment of 2 lakh rupees on an average, Rama Brothers used to earn 30,000. The normal rate of return in this business is 10%. Using capitalization of super profit method, work out the value of goodwill of the firm. Now we have studied about the capitalization method. Now in this case, the capitalization method that we are going to use of super profit. So we have already studied the formula for your goodwill for your with the help of your capitalization method of super profit. First we have to calculate a super profit, and super profit is what? Average profit minus normal profit. Average profit has been given in the question is 30,000 and the normal profit is 10% of the capital employed. So 2 lakh into 10 by 100. With the help of this we will get a super profit, normal profit, and when we will deduct a normal profit from average profit, we will get a super profit. Clear? So normal profit will be 2 lakh into 10 by 100. It means 20,000 rupees. Clear? and average profit has been given 30. So super profit will be 30,000 minus 20,000. It means 10,000 rupees. So 10,000 will be your super profit. Clear? Now, after calculating your super profit, you will apply the formula of capitalization method. And the formula for calculating your goodwill with the help of capitalization of super profit, your formula is goodwill is equals to super profit into 100 upon normal rate of return. So this is how you are going to calculate your goodwill. So in this case, your super profit as we have calculated right now is 10,000. So 10,000 into the normal rate of return is 10 upon into 100 upon normal rate of return. So your goodwill will be rupees 1. So this is how you are going to calculate your goodwill with the help of average profit method, super profit method and capitalization method. Hope you like this video. Thank you.